Hello everyone, my name is Arkan Khan and I'm very excited to share about my CS50 final project, and this is CS50. So my final project name is Language Translator app. So I have used Google API to convert one language from another language. So I would have done it using Google API, but one of my friends suggested me that we can use Google Trans library, which is inbuilt in Python. We have to import it through pip install, and so I have used pip install Google Trans, and I'm using this library instead of actual Google API. So I'll be covering that how we can clone this project in our own local machine, and I will be explaining that how this project works. So let me tell about the uh, templates. So this is my main app.py, and in template section I have only one file, index.html, because I am handling everything on single page. Next, I have in static folder I have styles.css and snowfall.js. So let's get started. So this is my uh, app.py. So I am hosting on a website, so that's why I have used Flask. So I have installed I have pip install Flask. You can also easily install through in terminal. You can type pip install Flask and then enter, and Flask will be installed. Same goes with the Google Trans. So I have imported these libraries, and then I have imported from language sections from Google API. I have imported list of words and their key, because in translation we are selecting like I have to translate from English to Hindi. So this is every language has its own code. Like for English we have EN, and similarly for Hindi it is HI. So that's why I have imported a list of names of languages and their keys like code. So when I'm starting with the app.py, I will get redirected on the index.html page with this list of word in a drop down, so that I can select that code language's name, that from which language I have to translate to which language. Uh, Next, I have created a function to translate text. Basically it would take text that which I have to translate, and then source language, and then target language. So these are from and to. Next, uh, if the text is not provided by the user, or the text field is empty, it will prompt the user that please provide a valid input. And next, if any I have created an translator object, and if any exception occur, or if it will handle this part in try section, and if any exception occurs it will handle it with with a text saying translation failed and please try again later. Next, we have created pronouns button, pronouns. So this is not displaying anywhere, it is internally in the log section. So this was all about app.py, and this is the main functionality of will be handling on the functionalities of my project. Next, I have created a simple template for my translation, where I have linked my css, and similarly I have used bootstrap, so that that the css styling will be beautified. And here I have used pronouns API, which I found on the internet and which is free. And similarly I have imported script.js file, and this is the simple template, we can say. I'll be telling about this container, what is this for, when I'll start running my project. And it was the simple, like I have created a card which will be on the middle of the page, and it will say translator, like my project name is translator, language translator. So it will show translate, and every method is post, so that in URL nothing would be no input will be displayed there. Here is the some Jinja syntax for Python syntax, we can say, which we have used implemented using scriptlet tags. Now remember the source language and the target language. So we are providing this source language and target language in the drop down menu in option panel. So we have imported this in app.py from this app.py source language, and similarly it goes for target languages. And then we have created a text area where user will enter the text. Then I've created a label that says the translated text will be above the translated text, and this is a snippet. So the translated text would be appear in the snippet. And then next I have added a translate button. So yeah, that was all about the simple HTML. Next, we have implemented some functionalities by JavaScript. So I have added two features like pronounce feature and copy button. So if I press on translate button and the translated text appear in the snippet, so I want to pronounce it. So that's why I have added a pronounce button, and similarly I have added a copy button so that we can copy it to the clipboard and run it. So this is the simple CSS file, and yeah, I'll be telling about this snowfall, which is very cool. So let's start this, and yeah, I'll be telling about this snowfall, which is very cool. So let's start this, run this application. So I'll click this button, run. Okay, so here it is on port 3000. Let me open it. Yeah, so it looks like this, and the snowfall I was telling about it is this. I found this snowfall effect on a website. It was on the day of Christmas, so I thought that why not to implement on this same page. And the HTML which I was talking about is this simple. So let's check. So if I want to translate from English to Hindi, and let my translator text be this is CS50. Let's translate it. Okay, so here is the snippet in which my translator text appears, and this is pronounce button, and this is copy button. So if I click on copy button, so my text got translated. Let me check. Control V. Yes, it got translated, and let's pronounce it.
यह है CS50 high.
Okay, perfect. So this was all about my CS50 project, and I have uploaded the codes for the same on the GitHub. And if you want to clone this, you can simply copy this HTTP code, and let me create a directory here. Okay, and let me open this folder in a new window. Okay, here in file section, open folder, and this is on my desktop language. Okay, yeah, yes, I trust the author. Now we have to open the terminal. Uh, Here I have to type git clone and the link which I have copied from the GitHub. Yes, enter. Okay, so my this language translator has been cloned, and you can see all the files here, index.html templates. Okay, so about snowfall. So I have implemented this using JavaScript and not using a PNG. It is only a special character, we can say, here, this, and it is simple to implement. You can just check it. So this the first line says that this function will appear only if and only if the HTML page is loaded. Then next we are creating a div for it in where it will be appearing, and then the simple this is we have set the width of the snowflakes where it will appear from 0 to 100 viewport width. Then this is the character which will be displayed, and we have implemented in the snowflake folder, snowflake div. Then this line is for when I first click on the when I first run my application, it will be uh, showing some few snowflakes. So let's again, if you have imported this successfully, you will simply have to click this, and oops, I didn't close my earlier because we have to close this because it was viewing in a same port. Okay, so it got started. So the first for loop I was talking about, that initial 50 flakes would appear on the page, and yes, you can use it and explore it. So I have hosted it on a website name. You can go to this URL, and yes, you can use from there also. Yes, the same would appear. And yes, this was all about my CS50 final project, and I can say that this was CS50. Thank you.